Well, hi everybody, and welcome to Phys Ed TV. I hope you're doing well today. We have a lot on the schedule. I want to let you know you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. So before you get started today, you need to make sure that that's on your desk. Next up, we're going to be doing a lot of things today during our class period. Some of it is movement related. That's coming up pretty soon. Whenever we're doing anything with movement in the classroom, you need to remember you're going to be staying in your seat and you'll be doing your movement in your seat. We want to make sure our seats are not moving around the floor, so make sure your seat is on the ground, slid just a little bit back from your desk, but it's going to stay still. Now, make sure you have your piece of paper, your pencil. I'll tell you when you need it, and make sure that you're ready to move when it's time to move, listen when it's time to listen, and participate when it's time to participate. Enjoy. Hope you have a great time. Well, now it's time for our athlete spotlight of the day. Our athlete this week is Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka is a Japanese professional tennis player. She's been ranked number one by the Women's Tennis Association and is the first Asian player to hold the top ranking in singles. She's a three-time Grand Slam singles champion and the reigning champion at the US Open. Osaka won her first two Grand Slam single titles in back-to-back tournaments. She was born in Japan to a Haitian father and a Japanese mother. Osaka has lived and trained in the United States since she was 3 years old. She made her breakthrough into the upper levels of women's tennis in 2018 when she defeated 23-time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams in the US Open final. She was the first Japanese player to win a Grand Slam title ever. From 2018 through 2020, she won a Grand Slam singles title in 3 consecutive years. She's one of the most marketable athletes in the world, having been ranked 8th among all athletes in endorsement income in 2020. She was also the highest earning female athlete of all time by annual income that year. Osaka has gained significant recognition as an activist, having showcased her support for many movements in conjunction with her matches. She was named one of the 2020 Sports Illustrated Sportspersons of the Year for her activism, largely as part of her US Open Championship run, and was also included in Time's annual list of the 100 most influential people in the world. On the court, Osaka has an aggressive playing style with a powerful serve that can reach 125 miles per hour. She had a shy, reserved personality in her early years, but she's come out and she seems to be matching more of her play now. This is Naomi Osaka, a true sports hero, tennis player, activist, and champion. Now it's time to draw a picture. Pull up to your desk, get your piece of paper out and your pencil, and let's follow along. I'm going to start drawing this picture, and I'd like you to follow along with me. First, I'm going to draw a little circle. I did my best. You do your best. Perfect isn't what we have to have. We just try our best. I'm going to draw a little stem on top of that circle. After I draw that stem, I'm going to give it a little leaf. Now go down a little bit on your paper, draw a little sideways line, then draw another sideways line. I made that one bend a little more. Now connect them at the bottom. Now draw a little squiggly line like that from your circle down to the side. I bet you can start guessing what we're drawing. Now draw the other side, little squiggly line down to the other side of the wall. Next up, we're going to add little smiley face lines here. One right there where the first little ridge is. And let's go with another one down here where the second little ridge is. Then we're going to draw a third one connecting the two walls over there. Now let's add a little decoration to it. Maybe you can add some lines for our little cup down here. I'm going to draw in a few of them. And maybe you want to put some sprinkles on top. I don't know. Have fun with it. Excellent job. Now, if you're working on this by yourself and you want to pause it a minute, do that. If not, if you're in the classroom, let the video continue to play. You can come back to this and finish it later if you want. But now we're going to try something different. I want you to put your pencil in your other hand. Flip your paper over. We're going to try to draw the same thing, but this time with your other hand. Is it going to look the same? Probably not. Is it going to look great? Maybe, but probably not. Remember, we have one side of our body that is our dominant side, and the other side is non-dominant. We're going to be using our non-dominant side to draw the same picture. So give it a try. Draw your circle. Then we'll draw a little stem. After the stem, let's draw a little leaf. That's the hard part for me. After the leaf, let's draw that little line off on the side over there. Little slanty line. Then its friend on the other side. Then let's draw the little line connecting them at the bottom. And a squiggly line up on the top left. Squiggly line on the top right. No need to use an eraser. You can just draw it out best you can, and if you mess up, just draw a new line. That's perfectly fine to do. No one's going to be inspecting your work, so you just do the best you can. All right, draw your little smiley face up there on top. Draw your next little smiley face there. And we'll go for the third one. Then let's try our little lines down the cup of the cupcake. Maybe if you're drawing with your left hand here, you start your lines from the right side. I'm starting mine from the left, but you can try what works for you. Great job. Now, we're going to move on here. Don't forget, save your paper. We're going to use it again in a few minutes. Feel free to doodle on it while you're doing the next items as well. Just pay attention to what the video has. All right, it's time for the video of the week not made by Fuller Morton Kinlaw Productions. Enjoy.
Hi there! Can you guess what I am? I'll give you a hint. I have a very important job inside your body, and your heart helps me to do my job. I'm a red blood cell. My job is so important that you'll thank me for it later. But I can't take all the credit. Without your heart, I couldn't do a thing. You see, I'm like a little delivery truck in your body. I pick up and drop things off all the time. I ride the highways of something called the circulatory system. I like to call it the circle system because I keep going in circles. This system is made of your heart and blood vessels that carry your blood to different areas of your body. Your blood vessels are like tiny tunnels that run all through your body. They are made up of arteries that take oxygen to places in your body and veins that take carbon dioxide from your body to your lungs. This is my highway. But I can't move by myself. I move within your blood when it moves. How does your blood move, you ask? Why, your heart pumps it. Let me show you how. Your heart is the most important muscle in your body. It moves by itself, and even though you can hardly feel it, it keeps moving all the time, even when you are sleeping. Want to feel your heart move? Sit very still and put your hand on your chest. If you're running hard or exercising, you might find it easier to feel. When your heart moves, it's called a heartbeat. Your heart makes at least 100,000 heartbeats every day. When your heart beats, it pulls blood into it and pushes it out again. This helps the blood to move fast enough to go through your whole body and back. And it helps me to pick up my deliveries and take them to different places in your body. I'm not alone in there. There are lots of red blood cells just like me doing the same thing in your body all the time, even now while I'm talking to you. Here's me at the start of my little journey. I just got back from dropping off some things to some places in your body. I need to get some more speed to do more deliveries, so I ride your bloodstream into your heart. Going through the heart is easy because the heart has special rooms and doors that only open one way. Right now, I am entering the right side of the heart. I go through the first room called the right atrium, through the first door called the tricuspid valve, and through the second room called the right ventricle, and through the second door called the pulmonary valve. The heartbeat causes the heart to squeeze the blood in these rooms into the next area. It pushes the blood through it and into the arteries like tunnels that lead to other parts of the body. So now I am moving a little faster because the heart has given me a push. Now I need to go and pick up the things I need to deliver. My first stop is to the lungs. I need to pick up a little oxygen molecule to take to some place in the body. Everybody needs oxygen. Our lungs bring it into our body, and then I pick it up and take it to where it's needed. It seems like it would be tricky to pick up the oxygen, but the lungs really help me with that job. You see, here in the body, we all work together and cooperate to keep everything running smoothly. When I get to the lungs, I'm not really this big, it's just easier to see me this way. And I get really close to the sides of my little tunnel. The oxygen that is sort of floating out of the walls nearby just jumps onto me for the ride. When enough of it has hopped on and I can't hold anymore, then I'm ready to go back to the heart for another push. Know what? This all happened so fast that it's even faster than blinking. So now, this time, I need to go on the other side of the heart. This side is for all of us red blood cells that are carrying oxygen. The heart pushes us a little farther this time because some of us have a very long trip. I go in through the first room called the left atrium, through the mitral valve doorway, and into the left ventricle room to get my big push. Then out I go and on my journey. I like my job because I get to travel. Here I am making a delivery in the foot area. All I have to do is draw near to the tunnel wall and the oxygen will just jump out of my truck and squeeze out of the tunnel. It's pretty neat to watch. While this is happening, I also make another pickup. Carbon dioxide needs to be taken up to the lungs so that the body can get rid of it by breathing out. And I'm just the cell to do it. I grab some and off I go again. Going back up to the heart is a little tricky because I need to ride up. It's kind of like climbing a hill. Because of this, the veins have little trapdoors called valves that only open one way. This stops me from floating in the wrong direction. So I keep going up and up as the heart keeps beating and pushing the bloodstream along. Eventually, I get back to the heart again where I get ready to drop off the carbon dioxide in the lungs and get a good push to get me going on another pickup. So that's my job. What do you think? Pretty important, isn't it? The heart really helps me to do my job well.
All right. Well, that was very interesting from our little red blood cell. We'll be talking about him again in a few minutes. Now, let's watch some tennis, featuring our athlete of the day, Miss Naomi Osaka. Enjoy some of her highlights.
man.
His passing shot is 86 miles an hour.
I agree with you. I think it does up the tempo pretty quickly. She's so great at that shot.
Beautiful. What an angle.
Good movement here from Osaka after she hits that ball, just anticipating the short volley. But she flicks that wrist on that forehand so well. She loves going cross court on that shot.
Wonderful balance.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
Oh, what a strike up the line.
Oh, boy. She just moved to...
Well, she is really something else. Quite an athlete. Now, let's pull your picture back out. We're going to add to it. You can pick which side you do. I'd recommend you use your dominant hand for drawing the add-ons that we'll be adding to your picture. First, we have your cupcake. There it is. Now I'd like you to add a circle on the outside over there. And after you add that one, we're going to add about 9 more. So I'm going to add another one here. If you want to add a few more than 9 more, that's fine. You add 10, 12, 7, whatever makes you happy. But here I'm drawing some grapes. Now you wouldn't know that those are grapes unless, of course, I put a little stem on top. That makes it clear, right? So we're going to say that those are some grapes up there. Now I'm going to go to the other side of my paper, the other side of the cupcake over there, and I'm going to put a little line like this, a little squiggly line. Wonder if you can guess what I'm drawing here. Then I'm going to add another squiggly line over there. Right now it kind of looks like a moon, doesn't it? But it's not a moon because it's got a little stem. And I'm going to add some squiggles down at the bottom. That's right. I'm drawing a banana here. I bet your banana drawing looks better than mine. But I'm no artist. I just do my best at it. Maybe you can too. All right, now I'm going to draw down here in the corner. I'm going to draw this little gem of a thing. Let's see if you can figure out what I'm drawing here. Then I'm going to add that. It looks like a little flag, but that wouldn't necessarily make a lot of sense, would it? So then I'm going to add this little lumpy thing, and that's my rendition of an apple. Again, don't laugh too hard at my drawings, but I did my best. All right, so you got your apple there. After you've drawn your apple, I want you to fill in the rest of the paper with as many healthy foods as you can think of. So while we're watching this video, keep on drawing healthy foods in there. But before you fill in the whole paper, I want you to write the following things. Write this between your grape and your apple. Everyday fuel! Exclamation point. And then after you write everyday fuel, draw some arrows for me and go to your various healthy foods. These are all fruits. Fruits. Now, other healthy foods you might draw could be some vegetables like carrots, I don't know, onions, broccoli. All those things are very healthy as well. Lima beans. peas, all these fun things. Those are all good things. Now, after you draw that, I want you to draw this. Write this on the bottom. Once a week treat. While cupcakes and sweets and candy are so yummy, we have to remember they aren't real food. They don't do good for our body. They taste really good. They make us feel special sometimes as a treat, but they're not something we want to eat every day or in place of healthy foods because they don't give our bodies what they need to live healthy lives. So they're fun once in a while, but they're a once in a while treat. Now you can fill in other healthy foods around, maybe draw in some vegetables, maybe draw in some uh, a little bit of protein like a meat, maybe some dairy like milk or cheese or yogurt. All those are healthy things that our bodies need. And you can draw those things in as you're playing along. We'll have a section of the video where you can do that and also enjoy your time. So we'll come back. All right, so the lesson of the day is healthy food plus exercise, like Miss Naomi Osaka does, equals, you guessed it, a healthy heart. We also want to throw in healthy mind, healthy body. Those things keep our bodies, minds, and hearts healthy so we can live the best life we can live. All right, time for the dad joke alert. Sorry in advance, but I can't help myself. We have to throw a joke into these phys ed productions. Let's face it, a lot of PE is really funny. Why didn't the skeleton feel like patching up his broken rib cage? His heart wasn't in it. Ha ha. All right. Well, you can continue drawing your fruits and vegetables, or you can put that pencil down like I'm doing here. Take a day at the spa for a few minutes. We're going to get quiet, watch, or close your eyes, or draw on your paper some healthy foods, but just enjoy being you for a minute.